Today, Sony has released two big pieces of news, one intentionally and one accidentally. PlayStation 5 is getting a console update today that adds a very cool new feature, and now multiple leakers are confirming that we're about to get the first state of play of 2024, and data miners are already kind of figuring out what these PS5 games are going to be, and they're a bit strange. But let's talk about that. Hi, hope you're having a great day. I'm DreamcastGuy. If you could like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. So we're going to divide this video in half. First, we're going to talk about that PS5 update, and then second, we're going to look at the leaked state of play games and how the information seems to be incredibly correct. Now, first and foremost, this PS5 update is not huge, but it does provide a new feature that personally I think was incredibly needed. These are the official patch notes. I already installed the update myself. I tested it out. I play a lot of PlayStation 5 games with my friends, particularly things like Diablo and a shocking amount of Tetris Connected. And one of the things that's annoying is every time you want to invite people, you gotta scroll through the list, click their name, confirm. It's not the biggest deal, but it's annoying because you have to do it every single time. So now they have created a recent party list so you can reform parties easily. I pretty much play with the exact same three people all the freaking time. My roommate, a good buddy of mine, and my lady friend that I play a bunch of games with. And that's it. So it's nice that now I can just click a pre-selected party and auto instantly form it. This is a change that was needed, but the other part of this is something I kind of want to test for myself, which is these Pulse wireless earbuds finally have equalizer support. You can essentially tune it so you'll hear more of your own voice, more of the gameplay. I've actually heard a lot of bad things about these earbuds. I mean, I've heard that they're just kind of overpriced. They're fine. They're not like low quality, but they're one of those things where you're kind of paying for the PlayStation brand compared to actually great quality. I have very good PlayStation headphones already, or Sony headphones, so this is kind of a redundant product, but I'm curious to sync it up and try it for myself and see how this equalizer shakes out. But here's the other part of news, which is two games that seemingly have been leaked from an upcoming state of play, and also we now know when the state of play is going to take place. But real quick before we get into this, let's talk about Persona 3 Reload. This video is sponsored by Atlas. Persona 3 Reload is pre-orderable today, and it's coming out on February 2nd for the Xbox Series X and S, the Xbox One, PC, PlayStation 5, and PlayStation 4, and really, this game just rocks. If you haven't played any of the Persona games, this is truly the perfect place to jump into the franchise because every Persona game is self-contained. This story stands perfectly on its own, and Reload is a captivating reimagining of the original pivotal Persona game. It's been faithfully rebuilt with cutting-edge graphics, modernized quality of life features so it plays even better than the amazing original, and it's got this very stylish UI. Now, personally, the reason that I've always loved Persona 3 is because of its interesting explorations about the human psyche, stuff like provocative themes of mortality, fate, the delicate balance of life and death, and it's all done in this really cool modern setting. Truly, if you like these games, if you're really trying to find a spot to start enjoying the incredible nature of the Persona franchise, this is the time to begin. So once again, pre-order it today and tell me what you think about it. Now, getting back to the news story here, this is Bill. This dude has been 100% accurate. If you ever actually go to his Twitter account, it's not speculation or anything like that. This dude is a hacker. He is a guy who has figured out how to break into databases and see exactly when stuff is going to be posted. He'll talk about state of play games early, cell phone stuff. This guy is 100% accurate because technically he isn't leaking, he's hacking. So you could take this information with 100% accuracy. So he has leaked two separate things. First and foremost, as weird as this is to think about, Until Dawn is getting a PlayStation 5 remaster and a PC port. That's what his little article here is about. That's a bit bonkers because Until Dawn still looks good. It still plays good. I've got my copy right here. It's still great. This is probably because PlayStation has now confirmed they're making an Until Dawn movie or a TV show, which again is kind of bizarre because it's already pretty much a TV show. It's long, it's cool, it's got great plot twists, and every single character in the game is an award-winning actor. So I don't know, it seems a bit odd to take that specifically and give it a remaster, but I mean, I'll be honest, I love Until Dawn so much, I'm going to buy it. But understandably, people are kind of laughing about Until Dawn getting a remaster because, hey, remember Bloodborne? I mean, every single time that PlayStation takes something that already looks good and then re-releases it with an upscaler, people are kind of go, okay, hey, remember this? Remember the game that sold 8 million copies and is one of the most beloved games ever? It's the reason we say Soulsborne instead of Souls-like is because of Bloodborne. Like, I'm just saying, the fact that we don't have a Bloodborne remaster or Bloodborne remake gets increasingly absurd as the years go on. But here's the other leak. It's apparently that we're going to get a Death Stranding 2 trailer, probably a release date, and apparently, according to him, he's already hacked it. The name of it is going to be called Death Stranding 2 on the Beach. All of that is strange. I'm excited for Death Stranding 2. I did like Death Stranding 1, but I guess I want to see more trailers because even though they're going to be Kojima nonsense gobbledygook, the hype around Kojima projects it's almost a separate game. I've talked about this in videos in the past, but it's always been funny to me that there's like this hype cycle of trying to figure out what the hell Kojima is talking about, what the game is, what the trailers mean, all the hidden clues, and then at the end of it, you get an incredibly good game. But when are we going to be playing these games? When are we going to be seeing these trailers? Apparently, according to Jeff Grubb, apparently, we're going to be seeing them very, very soon. He had this clip where he was talking on the Gamescast, and he pretty explicitly said, we're going to be getting a Nintendo Direct in February. We just had the Xbox Developer Direct here on January 18th, and the State of Play is coming up here in the next 2 weeks. Now, he said that some State of Plays are lower quality because of contractual obligations. Now, this is kind of just a fascinating inside baseball tidbit, but he essentially said that State of Plays exist because PlayStation will approach companies and say, hey, we'll do the marketing for you. If we can talk about it, we'll make the trailers, we'll make the event, we'll do all of this. But then it just becomes like a legal thing of like, okay, we promised to advertise Until Dawn. We promised to advertise Death Stranding. We promised to advertise these little indie games. So it becomes this like hodgepodge of a bunch of different projects just shoved together to become an official State of Play. I'm curious. I want to see what the Death Stranding remaster actually looks like. I feel like there can't be anything new, right? It's just going to be the exact same game, but with better graphics. I mean, I feel like it already had great frame rate. I mean, how much can you really do to it? Death Stranding 2, though, this is the game I feel like is going to be that marquee PlayStation 5 game. The first Death Stranding obviously looks absolutely bonkers. Graphically, even if you don't like the game or how much you have to play with your own pee, the original Death Stranding looked incredible, and Death Stranding 2 is definitely going even harder in the paint. But what do you guys think about this? Is this a good day for PlayStation? Are you excited for the State of Play? And do you use PlayStation parties at all? Because I use it literally every day, but I realize maybe that's not a current standard thing. Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and please keep dreaming. Oh man, so interesting. If this State of Play sucks, maybe I'll stream this State of Play. We'll see. Count me as a 50-50. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.